Alright, so this is the little something we can't go without.
So let's make it happen.
And so let's make it happen, I think.
What's it gonna be? Goat percent?
That's not a category.
Moon jump?
Maybe something.
Moon jump, any
Alright,
percent?
tell me when you're ready on
LGA
the...
to space.
Tell me when you're ready on the timer, Caleb.
Let me get a countdown, guys.
3,
2, 1, go!
Alright, everybody.
This is gonna be the hardest run of his life.
So this is a category called Jotwad. It stands for Jump Off the Watchtower and Die. And so what we have to do is make our way to Kakariko and jump off the watchtower and die. So,
Jotwad percent.
Real uplifting event.
Jotwad percent.
No, there's no such thing as Jotwad.
There's a lot. I feel like there's a lot of symbolism here.
Yes. So
dying and passing on.
So to get to Kakariko, the fastest way to do that is through a glitch known as Back in Time, which you all are pretty familiar with.
I've never heard of it before. Explain it in detail.
So first thing we gotta do though is to get over a void, which we're gonna do by clicking through this gate here. There's a little bit of luck involved in this, based on the way the gate swings. You need to swing a certain way for you to be able to click through. And then once we can do that, hopefully we will be able to do that. Really.
What's the estimated time on this run, Joe?
It's about 7 minutes.
So there's no way you can mess this up.
I mean, you already burned like 5 of his minutes with the audio.
Oh, true.
Okay.
I don't think Joe's played this game before.
Literally, what the heck?
Joe can't do this alone.
Oh my, are you?
Let's hype him up, guys.
Oh my god.
Joe
Yeah.
should
I just saw
Rock
one
percent.
Twilight Princess better go well. Oh my god.
We gotta make up the category carry a rock
Oh
to the
my
gate.
god.
It's not the TV this time, Joe. It's
Shut your mouth.
I'm gonna switch back to the big one.
It's gonna take just as long as a regular run.
I'm starting to think something's up. There we go!
It was the TV.
No moderate gate can restrain you.
Okay. So right there we just paused and then we restarted our console and void out of the same frame. This puts us onto the title screen. We're now going to jump off the title screen. And in a normal 80% run, you would save right here and save the state of the title screen in your file. We're going to die in Back in Time. This is going to load us into the Kimbolvin 1 fight, which is a fight that takes place right outside Kakariko. When you're done with the fight, it spawns in Kakariko. Very quick access.
I hate pausers.
So hopefully this fight goes well. This is there's RNG to this first phase of this fight, kind of annoying. If you have the bow, it's really easy, but because you can literally just sit on a Bona and not move and shoot. But we have to deal with this one. Pretty good.
Nice.
Alright, I'm gonna try this once or twice. This is kind of hard. There's a cool one cycle strat you can do here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Got it. Very good, Kimbolvin.
I like you're still riding the...
Alright, so this fight, normally this is where you save the kid or whatever, Colin. Colin, we're saving you from the virus. But after doing this fight, it spawns you into Kakariko. Now, when you jump off the watchtower, whoops,
Bonk.
you can't go around without bonking. It only does 1 heart of damage. We need to take some damage, and the fastest way to do that is to reload the area and spawn some shadow beasts that only spawn in normal Twilight. You don't normally the Twilight's done at the point of doing that fight, so it was kind of in a weird state. So we're gonna just kill these shadow beasts, and these two over here we're gonna let them just sort of eat us up for a little bit. So how you guys doing?
Good.
So we're just gonna let us get down to 1 heart.
Is
here.
that Drago?
It might be.
Any character with a black color palette
All right.
and arms and legs. Is that Draco?
Okay.
Alright, so I'm gonna play it safe here because they spawn hearts, so and it's kind of a weird camera here. So I'm just gonna
guys, I got good news. Drago shows up in the Odyssey run.
make sure that I don't get any hearts. Okay.
Dude.
Alright, so now it's the journey up to the
But there's
watchtower.
one more made by me, and
I'm
one
just
more
gonna-
made by Josiah.
What's up?
Or I'm saying there's
Talking
one more
about
video made by me and one more by Josiah. And we're
Alright.
off tonight, but
So, I'm going to talk about how this run got into the marathon here. So, I was committed in 2020. I was so burnt out at Twilight Princess. And that's why I did the Pirate RTA run. I was like, didn't want to do any serious runs. I was burnt out of the game. And I was like, I want to do a whole marathon with no Twilight Princess. And Caleb naturally, very enthusiastically agreed. I'm kidding.
Finally.
I was, but then we just sort of had this idea that we came up with to make this video, and I'm like, okay, I want to have it in there in some way that if we're gonna make that video. So I chose this fun little meme category. Time's coming up, by the way, in about a minute. And we're gonna talk about a few other things at the end, but this is pretty much just a meme category in order to show off being able to get the Kakariko this quickly. This is something I will show after the run here. It's pretty useless to be able to do this. It's cool that you can get this far into the
There's a
game.
chest there.
Yeah, it has 50 rupees.
You don't want
Has anyone
50
else done this
rupees?
round? Or did
Yeah,
you-
there's a lot of people that actually just meme around and do this run. This is the top of the watchtower up here.
What are you gonna do when you're above it?
I'm going to roll twice and jump off.
Is it on death?
I will say time.
Okay.
And time.
6:21.
Alright, there it is.
In my ankles.
Even with that door clip.
Even with the gate clip taking like a minute.
So this guy, he got it finally. It's a good year, Joe.
Alright, so let me just mention a few things. I mentioned this is pretty useless to get to Kakariko this early. So this has been known for a long time, and you may note that I sometimes use back in time to get to Kakariko. I'll explain that in a second. But when I come to Kakariko this way and back in time, I have no items. I have a sword and shield. I can't transform. It's pretty much you're locked. Any exit will bring you to a gate when you go out to Hyrule. One funny thing you can do, I'll show. In the graveyard, you may remember that you can clip into the well over here.
I was doing that yesterday. Y'all weren't saying anything.
So you can clip into this well here as Human Link.
Okay.
And so when you're in here, normally you'd come down here and kill the bugs. Obviously we can't kill the bugs because we can't transform. But if we come up here, it's kind of a weird little thing. This is the most interesting thing that there is at this point, which there isn't much you can do. You're kind of just locked. If you lock, normally there's like a big thing here, so you sort of just pop into nothing. And there's like a carpet there and stuff. But anyway, next year, I'm feeling wanting to come back to this game. I'm just saying.
You're like,
I know.
every year.
I know.
No.
I needed my year. I basically did not play this game
Oh yes.
for like a long time, since January.
There is 6 minutes and 21 seconds of confirmed gameplay of this game.
Yes. But no, I will be. I'm not sure what I'm going to be running next year, but I want it to be good.
Yes.
A good run of something, maybe something with keyboard duels. But maybe, but we'll see.
Yes, help splitter.
In order to do that, like I do want to show off that kind of stuff, but I'd have to do a 100% run of some kind, which is pretty long, and I don't think we would have enough time. If there's like not enough runs, maybe I can consider it, but it's a 7-hour run, so it's. But I mean, we could.
That's when we get the Territory TV.
But we could do it in 2 segments or something too.
Or like all special moves.
Yeah, we could do something like that. But I mean.
Land a sick, nasty helm split.
But I do have some time to make up for this marathon for not doing a full length run, so we'll see what I come up with. But I don't expect something with this game next year. On a Skyward Sword, I think.
Nice.
Sorry, what were we being showed? You said you were going to show us some. Oh, it was just the well thing?
Yeah, it was just the one.
Okay.
Like you could just click over and
Gotcha,
really
gotcha,
sort of
gotcha.
like talk. That's the only interesting thing you can really do at this point.
Gotcha.
Everything else, you're locked out of anything to progress in any sort of way.
Doesn't
Can
seem
we
like
see
they're
it
down
on
here to collect
Kakariko
taxes.
100%?
What's that?
Just run around and get everything? Seems like a good run category.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you may remember that I do the King Bulblin one fighting back in time sometimes a little bit differently. So what I did in this run was a death in back in time, which does the same result as a glitch known as back in time equipped, where I basically load a file into back in time, and that will load different things depending on the values on the file. So usually we use that for King Bulblin 1 in speedruns, but this is a cool thing you can do. So needed to get it in somehow. Anyway,
Nice.
that's CP.
Nice. Good job. The video was longer than his run.
That's the goal.
Okay. GG. And we got another video, right?
We do.
We have another.
Let me just get things.
Were you playing on a PS4?
Yes, yes. Do you want to watch it on the small one?
Yeah, me.
Hey Joe, what's your PB for
Do you want to get anything set up
Oh,
before
thanks.
it exits?
No, I meant climb up the watchtower and die.
For a jump out the water, I think like 5.5 minutes.
Oh, damn.
Like 5:20 or something.
Gotcha.
I mean, it's a pretty consistent category. You'll usually get close to PB. Like the biggest thing that will trip you up is King Bulblin. Usually, Gate Club does not take a minute.
But it did.
It did, of course, because it's BGDH. So.
Something's gonna happen with Twilight.
All right.